Suncheon, the city of garden. Two streams are curving their ways across its heart, Dongcheon Stream and Isacheon Stream. They are finally wrapping up their journey to flow into another wide swath of nature. The sea and the land and their edges, they are home to the rare and precious creatures abundantly nestling there. The garden, a gift of Mother Earth, it is a masterpiece created and embellished throughout 8,000 years. That is Suncheon Bay. The fields of reeds are getting soaked in the long-awaited spring rain. In the season of verdure, fresh green reeds are gently waving towards the mudflats. Another spring, life awakens from every nook and corner of Suncheon Bay. Mudflat dwellers, coming back to life from their long winter sleep, begin to enliven their homes. In 2006, Suncheon Bay was registered with Ramsar Convention first as Korea's coastal wetland. It had taken as much as 20 years and tireless efforts to have Suncheon Bay enlisted as one of the world's 5 coastal wetlands, together with the east coast of the US and Canada, the Amazon estuary, and the coast of the North Sea of Europe. Mudflats provide a unique ecological environment beyond all comparison. But blind quests to secure industrial land and food led to reclamation of many mudflats and landfill constructions. Suncheon Bay was no exception. It was back in 1993 when the efforts were initiated to imbue the breath of life back into this deserted area. As the aggregate extraction project at Dongcheon downstream became known to the public, civic groups and locals started to raise their voice for the protection of reed fields in Suncheon Bay. In 1996, for the first time in Korean history, ecological investigation was conducted by experts. In 2005, Suncheon City government recognized the importance of preserving the high values of Suncheon Bay. Next year, Suncheon Bay was enlisted under the Ramsar Convention, declared Site number 1594, and stood out as Korea's #1 ecotourism attraction. Now Suncheon Bay is going global as a must-see ecotourism destination. Concerted efforts of civic groups and locals, eco-experts, and the city government, strengthened by increasing global awareness and endeavors, have gone a long way to creating this grand ecological masterpiece of Suncheon Bay. The season has come when the reeds are boasting their mature, lustrous, green, thickly flourishing between tidal flats. The ruby red of Chilmyeon-cho communities is growing deeper and deeper. Little families of Suncheon Bay are busy everywhere under the sizzling sun, while a love serenade overflowing across the mudflats. Excitement of waiting for newborns is spreading all across Suncheon Bay. Ladies are busying themselves at the sea, but always with tender care for the ever-giving sea. Good farmers are practicing eco-friendly farming, so Suncheon Bay is recovering the abundance of its marine life. Suncheon Bay has been transformed into a paradise for migratory birds due to deep appreciation of its intrinsic values and efforts for its preservation. The astounding biodiversity in the land and marine habitats that are teeming with wildlife. This enables us to see birds of 239 different species every year. Among them, 36 species are endangered ones, rare to be spotted globally. Since around 80 hooded cranes were observed in the Bay Area in November 1996, the number of these feathery visitors has gradually increased. This has given Suncheon a nickname of the city of 1,000 cranes. Cranes, the symbol of nobility. Their uplifting vibes are enticing more and more tourists to Suncheon Bay. Coexistence of humans and nature, Suncheon Bay started to delve deeper into ways to preserve its values in a more sustainable way. the efforts and dedication have led to the creation of Korea's first national garden, that is, Suncheon Bay National Garden. A garden of earth, a grand-scale garden was built in the city to preserve the nature and creatures in Suncheon Bay. It serves as one of the main gateways to Suncheon Bay while dispersing tourists within the area, so it eventually promotes the conservation of Suncheon Bay and wider economic contribution across the region as well. The unparalleled scenic beauty created by nature, the incomparable landscape brought into being by Suncheon Bay wetlands and people. What a brilliant collaboration for Suncheon Bay National Garden. The differentiated content where the spirit of togetherness is added to the green values is recognized as a successful ecotourism model of Korea. Waves of reeds make the fields glitter with a deep golden hue. Dances of Chilmyeoncho communities exude beautiful scarlet red. Groups of visitors make their way through the golden and red waves. Here are another golden waves. Food for winter guests ripens. Now farmers are content to see their barns filled with fall harvest. Autumn in Suncheon Bay is a time for a ritual to prepare for the welcome guests in midwinter. Another welcome guests in winter are flying across the blue sky to snuggle down in Suncheon Bay. They are hooded cranes. These feathered pals must be in love with Suncheon Bay, as seen in their number that has increased as much as 20 times over the last 2 decades. Such a spectacular scene has attracted more and more people, which in turn made everyone more keenly aware of the importance of Suncheon Bay conservation. Now Suncheon Bay is getting itself ready to welcome another spring. Efforts are underway to restore the values of the tidal flats that have over 100 times bigger economic value than reclaimed farmland. People are sweating to protect the wildlife that find a home in Suncheon Bay. Built on the experiences from the initiatives launched 20 years ago that have borne precious fruit, a bigger picture is being drawn by locals and civic groups and experts in the city government. We will be looking forward to seeing the world amazed once again at the unfolding hidden marvels of Suncheon Bay. The annual economic value of Suncheon Bay amounts to $159 million. The total asset value of Suncheon Bay National Garden amounts to $919 million. Buying power from 6 million people is being generated through collaboration between the gardens made by nature and humans. Suncheon Bay, the masterpiece of nature, has invigorated the city and transformed the whole region. Now it remains our duties to appreciate and nurture the priceless value of the blessed coexistence of humans and nature.